All right, everyone, welcome to this Thursday training call. This is your training or trading education call that we're going to go through the basics of how to get started in these types of markets that we trade in. So this is a call that this is going to be a little bit general in a way, because what I'll be able to do is I'm going to show you that you could do, you can even teach somebody who's like, you know what, I don't know if I want to do IX, but you say, hey, I can show you how to get started, um, you know, and have an account for free. It's really cool, like how to set up a demo account. I'm going to show you where the education is on the app. I'm going to show you where to find the trading education and the trading ideas that you're going to find in our app and Telegram. So that's what this is for. This is to really take you guys to the beginning, right? Is a brand new person on here. And that's why you guys, I'm going to talk to you on my phone, because I do most of my stuff on my phone. There's people that like to use the computer. This transfers over. And the other thing you guys are going to see is my iPhone may look a little different than your Samsung or Google phone. So but the mechanics are the same, similar, right? So it's the same kind of ideas. So don't get too hung up on that. I'm sure you guys will get good at this. The other thing I want to say is my little disclaimer. Well, one disclaimer is past performance does not guarantee future returns. Anything I show you on here is trading account or anything. Please understand that it takes work and all that other good stuff, right? The second thing is I'm not a professional trader, so I'll show you we have live training, we have the educational videos for that. I'm going to show you how to get to that information today. And I'll say the third thing, let's have some fun. This is what it's all about. So don't get overwhelmed. This is your first step. This is you stepping into something different. This is you stepping out of your comfort zone. But the beauty of technology is you can do this on your phone anywhere. If you learn this skill, and you don't have to become a professional, a pro at this, but it's kind of cool to think about, right? But you'll learn things by doing this that'll transfer over into other parts of your life, investments. It gets you in that mindset of thinking about things differently, and opportunity is out there everywhere. Why are people making money in the markets? Why are people making money in crypto? It's because they just knew something you didn't know. And that's our goal, is to give you that knowledge. So that's my little 1 minute intro. And we've got a good crew here, so we're going to get rocking and rolling. So let me share my screen. So we're just going to deep dive right into here on my screen. And guys, I'm going to go a little fast kind of initially, like some of this stuff, because I want you to also play around with it and see it. But I'm going to tell you where we always want to start is the IX Global app. Okay. This is your mothership. This is where it all happens. Now, on the welcome call, you probably learned, and they're actually updating this app. So if you guys see anything happening, or it might even look a little different tomorrow, I don't know, but we're going to do this training anyway with what we have, and then we'll go from there. You probably saw this on the welcome call, but this start button in the bottom little diamond is, if you haven't done this yet, you're going to want to click that, because this is one way to get to your alerts. I just want to show you real quick. Unlock your academy if you haven't already. That if you're a paying member, you'll be able to unlock your academy. If you're a free member, unfortunately, you can't unlock your academy until you are a paid member. Doesn't matter which package you choose. Spanish and Portuguese, and then these are our so you can actually access the alerts from right here. I'm going to show you the other place, but it's actually kind of nice if you need to get to your alert channels. The first time, you can actually go right here and access them. I'm going to show you in the app the other location. On your app, you can go to your profiles on there. You can set your picture. You can actually go to your back office dashboard. You guys saw all that stuff. The main area is, once you unlock your academy, is you are going to want to go over, if you look at this bar, you want to go to IX Financial. If you guys have not seen this yet, you should explore this. It's really cool. 7 lessons of financial fitness with Joe Martinez. I wish I had this when I graduated from college as a nurse, because I didn't know what I was doing with my money and I just spent it. And then these are financial principles. Amazing. We're going to come back to this. Most of you are like, how do I do automation? There's a full walkthrough, but I'm going to talk about this in a little bit. Then you'll see stuff, different things like Manipuri. This is for the India market, but I love this. Here's the other area, and we'll come back to this, where you can find your alerts. So you're thinking, what are the alerts? They're in the IX Financial. This will get you there. We're going to come back to that in a second. I want to show you the education first. So you guys are seeing what is the goal if somebody's new. We want you guys to understand the markets. Now look, oh, there it is in Spanish. Here it is. Quick start Forex for beginners. Basics of Forex. Boom. Gives you the basics. This stuff, I wish I had this when I started. I had to go search for this. And then IX has two options. So it explains it all to you. And then you know what you do? You go to the next one, the terminology. So as a beginner, what is a pip? What is a lot? What does it take profit? I'm gonna talk about these tonight, but here's the beauty of it, guys. I don't have to define it for you because you can come in the education and you can just look at it yourself, right? And that's what this is. This is self-education. The more you want to dive in, you could do one module a night and really learn it. You could do a whole thing. I'm a guy that I'd probably burn through everything and then go back and look at it again, right? Because I'd want to absorb it. Some people like to really focus on one subject. How to use MT4. We're going to talk about MT4. That's what you use to trade. Look, connect your app. It even has, look at this. Oh my gosh. What, I mean, look at this. I don't even have to do these. Joe's already done them in IX. It's beautiful. So I'm just kidding. But and then sometimes they'll congratulate you for completing because the app Forex signals, pips and lots. Look at this. Placing trades. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Beautiful. There's a whole video on it. Remember, right? So it actually talks about how to place trades. I'm going to show you on this video, placing Forex signals, closing trades, adjusting trades, taking profit. So like I said, this training is just to show you guys where to get the information. Look, risk management, 4 parts. Risk management is so important. Warren Buffett used to say, the 2 rules of investing is 1, never lose money. And 2, don't ever forget rule number 1. Then we have the basics. Now there's another video. It's what is Forex? But look, buys and sells, gains and losses, charts and candles, currency pairs, pips and lots. Here's the beauty of it. These are 2 to 3 minute videos that you can watch. And I think we have French subtitles on them. I think that's the way they loaded them. But these ones are amazing. And there is like 30 videos here. So you guys can see if you're trying to learn, this is your spot for basics. Now, look, if you have anybody that's from India, we have Hindi basics. Then we have them in Portuguese and Spanish. So all the markets that we might want to build in as builders, here's another one of my favorites. So we're going to talk about binary options. Binary option quick start. Broker setup. Broker setup, beginning tutorial. Binary options is so cool. It's like my quick tutorial on it is you pretty much get to pick, you pick a price and you just say if it's going to be higher or lower in a certain amount of time. And it kind of feels like, in a way of like, the best I can compare is like blackjack in a way, it feels like. And I don't want to compare it to that because it's like, I mean, obviously it's trading. These experts, they know, they study the market and they say it's going to go up in 5 minutes. It's going to go down in 10 minutes. And you can make money that way. And basically you can risk $10 and make $8, like 80% in one quick swoop. If you lose it all. It's very high risk, but it's really fun. It's very quick. And then we have binary basic lessons. So some of you may be saying, what is this binary trading? It's all right here on our app. And you can get this on your desktop too. And then cryptocurrency, if you guys don't know what Bitcoin is, you've been living under a rock for the last few months, but it's okay, welcome. And here are hot broker and wallets, types of coins, exchanges and wallets, mining, types of operations. I mean, boom, right? Now we actually, next week, I'm going to bring a special guest on this call, and we are actually going to walk through the very basics of setting up a broker with crypto, because everybody at IX Global, we never recommend a broker. You have to understand this. That's another thing. We never recommend a broker, but we'll tell you ones that we've used that have worked for us. And we're actually going to do a crypto because you have to, in this day and age, if you're with IX Global, if you don't have an ability to buy and move and do things with crypto, even if it's just to set it up for the future or something, just to like, oh my God, I have it. We're going to set it up, help you get set up in that. If you next week, I'm really excited about that. So guys, I mean, and then India equity, if you have anybody in India that's trying to figure out how to do the equity market, it's all on the app, baby. So really, really great. I'm so excited that this is all here. So generally what I want you guys to think about, especially with new people, is understand, even if you know Forex a little bit or stuff, like come in here and understand what is available, because it is really that self-education, right? We could spend, how do experts, right? Teach me everything you know. It's like, you just can't do it to somebody. Like, you can't just snap your fingers. It's a process, which is, really great. So this is where, and I'm telling you what I'm going to teach you today, the information's there, but we wanted to do these special things so you guys could ask questions and stuff. So let's look at first, let's jump over and let's look at MT4, MetaTrader 4. You can download the MetaTrader 4 app. Actually, let's go to the App Store and show you exactly what that looks like. These are the apps you're going to want. MetaTrader 4. This little blue one with the 4. You can do 5. It's a little bit more of a complicated app. I like 4. You can just it's free to download. When you download it, it's going to literally, when I did this for my dad the other day, it gave him a demo account instantly. It just automatically, he was in a demo account. But the beauty of a MetaTrader 4, this is where you trade foreign currency. You can set up a demo account with like $100,000 for free. So you can play in these markets for free. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's really easy. You can go to settings down here, and you can just create a demo account. When you go to a new account, it's going to say open a demo account, and you can just open a MetaTrader account. So you don't even need a brokerage, nothing. Now, I'm going to actually do another video. I lost my original idea a little while ago, the basics of this, but let me show it to you. In Forex, there's a few principles, and you'll learn these, but you can see on the left, there's the pairs. Those are what you trade, right? Euro versus the USD. You'll learn that in the app, but that is the pair. That's the currencies. They're euro, right? The currency, the euro versus the US dollar, and you trade that. And you can always hit the plus sign and add more if you don't see them there. They have different pairs you can add to your list. At the bottom, we have the chart. So you can look at the charts of these. This is how the pros do it. They learn these charts. They learn the patterns. The red is downs. The green is ups. We can make money whether it goes up or down in Forex. It goes 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. And up in the top corner, that H4 in the top left corner, that means every one of these little sticks that you see is a 4-hour time period. And I can change that. This is a day. So every candlestick is what they call them, is a day. I can get that all the way down to 1 minute. Every minute, the way the market moves. So this is something that's really cool. If I want to trade, I can either trade right here. I can go to a quote, and I'm using my finger. You can't see it, but I'm just touching a pair, and I'm touching trade. And it's like magic, guys. Do you know how hard this was to do like 30, 40 years ago? Like, I think you used to have to call into these places, and they had to write up papers, and now we just $5 trillion a day is being traded around the world. So instant execution, those numbers, that 0.01, that is your risk. And remember, I said they'll tell you the terminology, that's your lot size. So every pip, that counts for money per pip. So 10 cents per pip that it moves, you make. So if I want to increase that risk, 0.02, so if I was going to make $1, now I make $2, we'll say. And I'm just using general thing. But it also risks more, right? If I was going to make $1, I'll make $2. Now, a big question I always get is like, how do I just risk like $100? Well, it doesn't really work that way because there's so much leverage. You could literally make, take $100 and turn it into 1,000 in one trade, because the leverage is so high in the market that there really isn't a limit. It's really a cool thing when you learn it. Okay, it's really cool. And then you can see our stop loss, which is our safety net, our take profit, which is, and you can set all these numbers and they'll teach you, and then a sell and a buy. Now I'm going to come back to this because I'm actually going to do a mock trade. And I'm trying to keep this kind of concise because I want you guys to kind of understand the basics. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. So if you're overwhelmed, number one, if you download MetaTrader 4 and set up a demo account tonight, you are winning. So from there, and you know where to find the educational videos. So I want to show you this, the next most important piece. Actually, the other app you're going to want is Telegram. And I hope you guys are getting value. I can't see you guys. I'm on my phone, so I hope it's good. I assume somebody would be messaging me right now. Oh, wait, I'm on Do Not Disturb, right? Telegram Messenger, it looks like I have to do an update, but the little green paper air, or green, blue, I don't know, teal Paper Airplane, that is the Telegram app. You're going to want to download that app if you don't have it already and sign up. You sign up with your phone number. It's just like a Facebook Messenger or something like that. It's very simple to use. It's actually something a lot of people are using now to message. You can message your friends on it. You can create groups. But what we do is we give our information through the Telegram app. So I want to show you real quick. There's two ways to access this. I already talked about it. So you hit the start button in that little diamond. And you go down to, and I'll show you where to find it, alert setup. Now, if you look, there's IX Alertas and IX Telegram Alerts. That is the Spanish in Espanol, and then below it is in English. There's no real rhyme or reason. It's just, we'll get it, more organized. We're a newer company, but it's good. Disclaimer, right? You can read the disclaimer. Look, all the information is here for you. And it even tells you directions. So if you get lost, it says, it tells you exactly what to do. And then it even says the command. So if something happens that you need to fix, you can go /cancel. You can actually go /verify to re-verify. So if something's wrong, so it's all the information's there, but I'm doing my mobile. So I'm going to touch mobile and it's going to take me directly to Telegram. And Telegram's going to prompt me, do you want to open this in Telegram? And you can actually set it up here. I'm going to open. So boom, I know now what it'll originally do. Sorry, I'm already involved in it. Is you see this top message, hello, welcome to IX Global. We do not have your registered email. Actually, there might be an even better one. Oh, they have one in Spanish too now. And actually, this is good to see. I wrote my email in wrong and I had to go cancel and then re-verify right here because I did my email wrong the first time. Because it's a bot, right? It's not a person, it's just a computer. So it says, welcome, do your registered email. That's my email, please don't spam me. And so I then had to cancel and re-verify. Otherwise, it would have just done it. And then it said again. And then after about a few seconds to a few minutes, you'll get, now depending on what pack you're on, if you're on the basic, it's going to give you 2 channels and everything else you won't be able to click them, right? They'll show them, but they'll say, I think they say you can't register or something like that. Not registered. So, real quick. This is really good. And I think in our intro, our welcome call, they hit on this. Any of the communications are up here at the top. So English, Spanish, India, if you have teams in those places, you can actually join these Telegram channels. And when I say channel, it means it just goes in your list and you'll get information there. So if you want to know what's going on in English, Spanish, in India, join those channels. It's okay. And you can actually get the information. And then if you're on the pro account, basic, and then the pro, you get all the channels and you can see all this exciting stuff here. So might be a little overwhelming at first. Anything that says FX deals with Forex. Anything that says binary is binary options. Anything that says sports is sports trading. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert in sports trading. I know in Latin America, South America, they really like the sports trading. It's a great one, for them to do. I don't know a lot about it, but they crush it. That's all I know. But we'll get more training and stuff on that. And anything that says crypto is cryptocurrency. Anything that says live sessions is the live session. I'm going to talk about that. So FX Dubai on basics. I touch it. I can join. I think I already joined this channel, but look, I have live alerts and these targets. These guys are hitting. Look at it. Basic channel. I mean, they're crushing it. 90 pips, 20 pips, 50 pips. Pips means money, ladies and gentlemen. So what you can do here is this is where you would copy and paste an alert, right? This is an alert, XAU USD sell 1728, and it shows you the take profits and then the stop loss. Now, let me show you exactly. Now, this trade's already happened, so please don't go to your live account. This is not a trade alert that I'm putting out. This is just me messing around on a demo account and letting you know that it's okay to play around because it's fake money anyway, right? It's just a game, right? You just got to learn the game. And the best part about the game is if you learn it well, it pays you real money. So if I saw this trade alert come through, XAU sell, and all I'm doing is jumping the screen on my phone. XAU sell 1728. So XAU, which is gold USD. Oh, look, it's kind of close to it right now too, even though that trade's already expired. You want to be close to the time. It'll tell you the time it went out. You don't want to take a trade You know, for me, it's 9 hours later. That's not a good time to take a trade, right? The trade, if they're putting on an alert, there's a good chance they wanted you to start that trade pretty close, and you guys will learn as you go. It's why demo counting is so important, because it's important to understand the rhythm. It's important to kind of see these nuances and do our training if you want to start trading a live account, right? Use a demo account. Use a demo account. I'm telling you, it is way better. Nobody told me about a demo account when I started, and I lost money. It was, and I had to learn what pips and all this stuff was. I didn't have an awesome app when I started. So trust me, this is a way, you guys are in great hands. You're stoked that you're here. So XAU, so I'm going to touch that. I'm going to hit trade. I have set my risk, and you know, I got $100,000. You know what? I'm going to get a little crazy. I'm going to go 0.02, which I'm saying I'm a little crazy. It's still a low risk, but 0.01, I recommend seeing what that looks like whenever you're trading, even though there's a lot of play money there. I would be looking at the number, see these two numbers at the bottom, 1728. I would be looking, and we're not too far off. So, okay, let's say, okay, we're going to take this trade. I'm going to look at the SL as stop loss, 1740. So I'm going to set that. I'm just going to literally plug that number in. Take profit. Now, people are always wonder, why are there 3 TPs? TP is take profit, not toilet paper. TP, and what it is the first one is a lower win, and then the win gets bigger and bigger, right? The profit. So if you're good with smaller wins, so let's say take profit 1 was $10. Take profit 2, maybe you'll make 20. Now, I don't know what you'll make. It's just me giving an example. Take profit 1, 10, take profit 2, 20, take profit 3, 40. You might say, hey, I'm good with $10 wins, because you might be able to get more of them. Some of you might say, well, I kind of want 20, or maybe I want, go for the 40. The thing is, though, it could hit 10 pips, $10. It could hit the $20 mark, but maybe it never gets to the 40. So you do have to be, pay attention, because you might get to like 20. And we teach you can actually move your stop loss up. There's lots of stuff there, but you just pick one, right? If you're going to do it, sometimes you don't have to put a take profit, but we'll do TP 1725. Now, what's cool about this is a sell. We actually want this to go down. Most people think you're buying a stock and you want it to go up. Here, we're basically, if it goes down, you can make money. If it goes up, it makes money. Yes, thank you, Bryce. My battery should be good for this. Actually, I could plug her in. Thank you for the heads up. And then deviation, I don't worry about deviation. I actually don't even know what that does, guys. I've only seen it on demo accounts. And then if you look back, it's a sell trade. So SELL. So I'm going to hit sell. And if I messed up, it'll tell me off quotes, which I don't know what would be off. Why are you off quotes? What's today? Thursday? I don't understand. Let's see. Let me delete this. Watch, now it's going to mess up on me. It's just to make me look dumb here while I'm trying to. I don't know why it's doing that to me. Okay, let's pick a different pair. I'm just going to sell this one. So you guys saw the method. So if I had to put a sell in, I just picked a different pair. It's a demo account. It's fun, right? So it always comes up negative. Don't get worried. It always comes up like this because the account is, it's part of the way that they do the trades. It's just, they don't take, in Forex, they don't really take large, like if you were trading stocks, it would cost you money to put on trades. Here, they just kind of push in the negative, but you can then gain back in the positive. So it always comes out in the red first, and then you want it to go blue, and it'll show you red, and we'll just let this kind of run for a second. Now, what's cool is I have all the control. If I hold down on this trade with my finger, I can modify this trade. So if I mess up, here's the cool part. If I mess up my stop loss, I can go in and, change a stop loss. And if I want to change my take profit, I can change my take profit right there on that live trade. If I want to close this trade, I can hit close, and it'll keep running until I hit that, mustard orange colored button. And this trade is a pretty boring trade because sometimes they jump a little bit more up and down. This one's just kind of real steady and boring. I'm sorry, might be a more fun trade because sometimes you'll see that number bouncing around and you get to kind of pick when you close it. So we can close this trade with a loss. I can go to my history. I can see day, week, right? Oh, I lost a $7 trade. I don't even know. I think that was me teaching and I was at a 0.1. So you can see the difference in risk, right? If I'm 10 times the risk, it can be 10 times the loss, right? So I hope you guys are getting value out of this. This is like basic stuff. You can see the month, you can customize, so you can track all your results, you can trade, and you can do any of these pairs. Now here's the other thing. The demo account might not show you all the brokers. Some brokers you can trade cryptocurrency like this. Some brokers you can trade like BTC. You can trade Ripple to USD, you can trade Ethereum, and we have traders that do that. So some brokers will do that. Metals, there's ones that'll trade all the metals. There's all kinds of cool stuff that these brokers will let you trade on here, depending on where you are and depending on the broker. So we never recommend a broker in the US has different brokers in the UK. They have different rules. Sometimes in some of these countries, even some of the ones that you wouldn't even think, they can actually trade cooler stuff than we can. And we have international traders. So understand that, don't get discouraged if a trade comes out and you're like, oh, I can't take this trade because you don't have that pair. It's just because we've got traders in Brazil and some of them have stuff they can trade. We've got people, in different countries. So that's a good tip, because that's something that comes up. Like, I don't have, some of these, they won't let you trade gold if you're in a live account in USD. So you have to just, ask people. The company can't really recommend them per se, but, you guys will find ones that work for you. There's, if you search US, there's a couple good ones. So, ask people have done this. You can have multiple accounts. So I want to show you guys, you can have multiple accounts. I have actually some of the guys who are doing some of the automation accounts in here. I'll show you those in a second. So you can have multiple accounts. You can flip between your live and your demo accounts and everything like that. So, I want to show you guys another one. So we have live sessions that our traders do as well. So you can go and, like, in binary options, let me show you what binary looks like. These are like the 5-minute trades. So everyone's a little different, right? They're calling. So you want to understand how it works and play with a little bit. You can do demo accounts in binary too. There's one where I think Binary Kings does live sessions too. One of them does. So here, like, you're seeing, and they'll tell you session starts and they'll start calling trades. So it's really fun. This stuff that goes on all throughout the day. The Binary Shark actually gives you a whole chart on binary trading. So we talked about binary options. You guys should go watch those videos, because you guys can take these trades. This is Brazil time, if you want to know. They actually tell you, a whole thing, and they say GMT -3 is the time zone, which is Brazil time. And then the live sessions. To get on the live sessions, they actually put the live Zoom links right here in this channel. So you can get on and do Forex. You can actually watch crypto. And I'm going to show you, where is my email? We actually have, and I'm going to turn, let me see if this will. So this is our live sessions, and you can see these go on the times in the USA and UK and India. And then they have Sunday calls. Sunday weekly analysis is like my favorite. They go over the whole week, what's coming, what's going on in the news. It's one of my favorite ones to get on, no matter what you're doing. I'm telling you, if you guys want to, even just, it's so interesting when you realize that, like, world events and things that do the markets, and it's really cool. And then the other thing I want to say about that is it makes you cooler to hang out with at parties, because you just, like, know things. People will be so interested. They're like, wow, he knows all that's going on in the world. She knows so many things. I'm just kidding. But maybe, maybe you'll make more friends. So Monday, you can see we've got scalping, Forex, binary options, crypto trading every day. These guys are doing lives. And then Saturday, they actually do, it's called a mini marathon for binary options. And these guys, they'll trade and do, they'll trade, like, and it takes a little bit to understand, right? Once you understand, even if they're in speaking, because they'll do Portuguese, Spanish, and go back and forth, but you'll catch on. It just takes doing it. And all of a sudden you'll understand, like, buy is, once you understand what buy and sell are, the time, you can literally follow along. And these guys will do like 300% in an hour on a Saturday. It's so cool, that trading. So I love the mini marathon and the Sunday for the weekends. And then these trading, like, you can just dig into all this stuff, no matter what tickles your fancy. So I'm thinking if there's anything else. All right. I know we're coming up on about a half hour. Okay. I just want to hit on this really quick, because I know we have a lot of questions. There is a lot here, and we're actually working through it. We've been doing more, getting together. I've been walking people through this. But if you want to do the automation in the IX Financial, there's an IX Forex automation setup instructions. Now we're working on making this more seamless, but if you don't know what Forex is, you should probably understand it, for the automation. It explains what the automation is. And then the probably most important first step is you're going to create this brokerage account. You're going to click this. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. UK and international that are not the US and Canada or India, that's your green button. For global is US, Canada, that's your green button. And it tells you right here, you want to make sure you pick VIP account whenever you set up your MT4 and then India. Okay. Does that make sense? So this is where you'd set up your broker, and look, it takes you right to, now the reason that we have this one to use, and there's multiple we can use, but this one is on there is because we can actually set up the accounts actually connect. Okay. So if you want to do it, you can just get set up. You can walk through that. Whole setup is right here. Risk management. They're going to want you to sign a risk disclaimer. They want you to understand the risk. This is not get rich quick. There's some serious, you could lose all of your money in this. It's possible, but we have a track record. We do everything we can. We just have to let you know that because it's happened to other people in the past. But I mean, I'm just so impressed with what this SMA account has done in the past. So it's really cool. And then you're going to create your IX hosting. How do you do that? This walks you through it. Go to the IX dashboard. If it does not accept your password on the dashboard, and I'll show you, it's going to go to ixglobal.us. If you put in your email and password, let's see, this should log in. If you put in your email and password, it doesn't accept it because it's not yet connected. You just have to hit forgot password and do your password again, and it'll let you in. And this actually, if you're a pro user, this is where you'll find your travel. There you go. And then you'll actually set up your hosting here, and you actually might have to set up another password. Unfortunately, it's like the three to four password setup right now, but it'll get easier. And then we're actually going to have more cool stuff that if you're going to be able to really run your whole, all your products through here, just so you know. So that's really kind of that setup. And then you'll be able to log into your IX hosting, and this walks you through step by step. Click accounts. Look, they even have pictures. Click new, and you're going to connect your server, which you will get an email from your broker to do. So it's kind of a quick run through. We actually have Joe Martinez. We're editing a video where he goes through it again. I know it's always seems really quick because you're watching me. You're not doing it with me. That's okay. If it's something you guys want to do, we will help you. Try and do the best you can, and we'll work through it. So I wanted to hit on that just because it's been a big question. But remember, I guess maybe this will be my new thing, but if you're in doubt, there's usually education in the app on it, or reach out to your leaders. They knew who to get a hold of. So with that, I want to kick off my broadcast here. I want to see if anybody has any questions. I see there's like 8 things in the chat. I'm sorry, I couldn't see any of the chat while I was doing that. Super amazing, awesome, perfect. I love you guys. You're awesome. Very good, Chris. Does anybody, and you guys feel free to unmute yourself if you want to ask a question. If you don't want to unmute, throw it in the chat. I've done quite a few of these, so I try to hit on a lot of the questions I've had in the past. And like I said at the beginning, and I think some of you may have remembered this if you've done my training before, that do not get overwhelmed. Like this is something I've actually heard people, I mean, some amazing people. And the first time they saw this, it was like, this is way too much, and then a week later they were like, I made $200 on my demo account, just plugging in stuff, and it was exciting. And here's the thing that you can do. You can recruit, if you're a business builder, you can recruit with a demo account. You don't have to have live money to show people your results. You could say to people, check this out. I'm learning how to trade. How are you learning how to trade? Look, I'm making money. You can show them your history. You can show them that. And I suggest doing it. Like, people are spending, I'm telling you, you can spend time playing Sudoku, playing Candy Crush Saga. You could play the Forex market. And really what it is it's a game, guys. If you treat it like a game, you're learning, you're growing. It can get really fun. It's patterns. It's, looking at a little bit what's going on in the world and in the news, understanding patterns, understanding a few, the nuances, but every little thing, right? Like anything out there, every little step, everything you learn is one step forward. And heck, it might even be worth it just to learn this, just so you could walk somebody that's new through it. You don't have to be an expert trader. You don't even have to do the trading. But I would suggest at least understanding it, because you might get somebody who is very, very, very excited. They're like, I want to figure out how to do this. And you could say, okay, here's what you do. And that's why I love that you're on this training, because you now know, okay, I don't trade myself. I'm not, I'm doing my other stuff, but go to the app, go here, watch these videos, download this app, and even, right. And you can even answer their questions and brainstorm. So I think it's really good. I think that a lot of things I even talked about tonight, you guys will get refresher on, you'll see on the app. And that's really the goal, right? But one of the suggestions, which I think was a great suggestion, is to do this call so that I can really kind of answer questions and bring stuff up that maybe you need to hear. So if you have a question, say it now or forever hold your peace. Laura, yes, Laura Carissa have been learning. David Michaels also very good at understanding the automation setup. Laura and Carissa, they're like the new pros. You should see these girls, man. They're like rocking and rolling. Lisa St. Dennis Smith on this call, she's amazing. So we have some great people if you guys need help. We're going to do this call. We're going to do this call every week at this time. And then Wednesday in the afternoon, if people can't make this call that you have, our guys in the UK do a similar call. And actually, I messed up the time. I'll tell you straight up, I messed up the time. I thought it was 3 o'clock. It was 2 o'clock my time. But those guys do a fabulous job. So they might have done things a little differently than I did today. But it's good. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this stuff. I hope that helps. I'm going to get this recording out, and that way you guys can share it, and we can, that way you can have people that are new understand it. And as you guys know, I try and do things pretty quickly and concise, because, we could spend hours and hours and hours on this, but guess what? There's all that stuff in the app for you. So Joe's already done it for me, which I'm excited about.
That's the great part, Chris, is we can locate all of this information in the app. It's brilliant.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa.
And don't get frustrated if you watch it or try to learn it the first time and can't get it. Just watch it again. Come to the calls. You'll learn more and more the more times you hear it.
Thank you, Carissa. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. That is probably the biggest tip I could give everybody. Those two would be the biggest tips that I would give any beginner. Like, what two things would you tell somebody brand new? One, just like Carissa said, don't get overwhelmed. Take your time, learn it. And two, stick with that demo account. And even when you think, like, sometimes you'll make 2 or 3 good trades right away, and you're like, I'm ready to put money in this thing. I got this. A little longer on the demo account, right? Until you feel really comfortable, till you feel like you can just nail it and you understand it. And obviously, I think it's taken a few losses, but if you have some wins, like, share it with us. We want to hear it, right? Send it to your upline and say, oh my God, I had a win on my demo account, or and stuff. And the cool part is the more you do it, the more questions will come to mind, and you'll be able to bring them to this call. Like I said, I'm good, but I'm not a top tier professional guy, but that's why we have the live calls and everything for that. So I really appreciate you guys getting on. We have a business training on Saturday, and we will see you guys all very, very soon. You guys all have an awesome evening. See you. And I will get this recording out. I'll get this recording out for you guys, I promise.
Good night,
Bye,
everyone.
Chris, great job.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.